What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's video, where today we're going to be looking at KIMJUNSU with HANA, but the behind the scenes. Now, I wasn't aware of any of the information about this guy before. I thought he was some new person on the industry. I didn't even understand why he was so professional, even though this is the first time I've seen him. Now I've heard that he's actually one of the people that is actually an idol of the idols. It explains why I'm taken by surprise that he is this good in front of a camera for a first try, even though it's not his first try. If you do understand to why he actually got blacklisted with all the entertainment groups, can you please just tell me in the comments? I would love to learn a little bit more about this particular person, because I think it's really fascinating, and I want to just continue learning about different groups, maybe people that are left behind, people that are, just the people that are ignored in the K-pop world, and therefore I really would be grateful for your information. However, I would just say let's just continue with the behind the scenes of HANA, see what we can pick up, see what we can learn, see what kind of person he is for a first time, and I hope you enjoy the premiere. If you are going to enjoy it, please just make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't yet, make sure that you're subscribed as well to stay updated with the channel. We're trying to keep this as normal as possible. Of course, this is a community and it's just not me just talking. I want to do it as an us. And also make sure to check out the Discord and the Patreon. All the links are down below. It will be very cool to see you as part of those programs as well. I mean, Discord is free, the link is there, and it will be great to see you there as well. So I would just say let's continue with the video and see what it is all about. In addition, do you actually like the new background? I wanted something that's a little bit more brighter. I think this is going to be a little bit nicer to look at as well, and it's just a little bit more pleasant to the eyes. I'm not a real big fan of dark colors. Like, I do like them, but for YouTube, I think brighter is just nicer, It just makes people a little bit more awake on the topic. I would just say, let's get into the video and see what he is behind the stage as well. Let's go! So the first thing that I already noticed, and I mentioned this as well in my video, it seems as if this person knows exactly what he's doing. And the one element that I compared him to, like, I don't want to compare him to Taemin, but it was the first time when I saw Taemin, for example, that same type of vibe, like, man, this guy really wants to own what's happening. I don't know what other groups have this, but in my opinion, this is the only group, only two people that I have this feeling as, like, man, they're really enjoying being in front of the camera as well and show their skills. Oh yeah, nice. Or is it a bit loud maybe? No, it could be a bit loud. Let me turn down the volume a bit. Nice. I mean, I already love the entire intro. There's a little bit of everything going on. That's what you normally should do for a documentary, to make sure that people are interested, and then you cut into the main scene. Awesome. Like, that is what I meant. Like, this particular part, you can see that he's actually singing the words in front of the camera. That's the one thing that I always think is important, that when you sing in front of a camera, you need to be able to sense as if they're really there performing it, rather than just saying the words. Too many MVs sadly still just, they mumble it away, if I can say so. It's just so annoying slowly that I'm thinking, are they getting paid just to look good in front of the camera, or can they just not sing? Like, which one is it? Maybe both. But this is really nice. I mean, we had a screen here. Let's see what is going on here. It doesn't really give any of the information, but man, the quality looks beautiful. Now, like, perfectly framed. Everything is nice and central. Beautiful. How it should be. Really cool. Man, I would love to be behind the scenes once with these videos, Maybe there's a way to reach out to him. Like, guys, what do you think? Is there a way to maybe get in contact with him again or not? Like, if you do know if there is a website or anything, please just let me know. I really would like to just, like, say, hey, man, I completely support your work. I would love to be behind the scenes one day, to film what's happening there. Maybe that's even possible. Maybe that's even more possible, to support him. But also maybe it's more possible because he's not managed by one of those massive groups. Could be possible, One thing I want to point out that is really nice to point out here is actually, if we look at the color combinations, the color palettes, I always say this, but you should always know which color gradients you want to go with. And here again, you have that nice cold blue in the background as a background, and then you have that nice warm red that he's basically wearing. Nice and contrasting, but it's very nice to look at as well. You know, it separates the subject from the foreground and the background. Wait, is there no English? Okay, there's no English. Is there? No, there's no English. Okay, we just need to guess what's happening, but it seems like he's really just exhausted. That's all I can say. So this is that one room that is changing its color, and I always think it's fascinating that you can just change the style of a room just by changing the lighting in the room. In this room, sometimes you would see it blue, sometimes you would see it orange, just because of the different temperatures that they're trying to go with. And also on top of that, it's just nice, you know, to see how efficient you can be with a location. You don't have to change location to be in a new location. Sometimes all you have to do is change the colors. What a system though. Look at those crane systems, you know, like it's even on a, do you guys see that? The railing system here, that's how heavy it is, but it also just allows the crane to move forward and backwards very smoothly. Very nice. Look at him singing though on set. It's beautiful. Good. First cut, everyone tired, everyone happy. You know, everyone just seems happy, but they all know that it's just going to continue again in a few minutes, unless this is the last take for today. Could be. They should be happy. But either way, you know, it's normally like 24 hours, 48 hours of non-stop being pumped through a video camera. Really cool, though, to experience this. Being on the floor, like this reminds me of being in a gym. You know, I don't know if any of you guys had a gym at your school, but I remember falling down so many times on these floors, and when it scrapes your skin, it just hurts so much. Like it's just such a burn. But good for him, you know, he keeps on going. He's not gonna bitch around doing nothing. Nice. Really good what's happening here as well. As a videographer, you know, also sometimes being a director, it's always nice when you see people actually interacting with each other, that they have ideas by themselves, coordinate themselves among themselves. You don't always want to be the main person telling them what to do. It just takes a lot more time, and it also just shows a little bit more enthusiasm from the different groups or different members or this individual for this case. The one thing I'm noticing, by the way, that in this video, which is interesting, none of the faces are blurred, which is actually nice. It's nice to see the faces behind all the camera operators and the lights, and really nice. Nice. You can really just see the muscles moving when he sings. Very, very elegant. Very beautiful as well. He looks really happy though. You can really see he's putting his blood, sweat and tears inside of it. You know, I'm not trying to reference to BTS, but it's also a saying here in Germany. It's also a saying here in the Netherlands. You know, it's beautiful to see. It makes me happy. Good for him. I love this movement. You know, the swing from the left to the right, to the left to the right. Really, really nice actually what's happening here. Really, really cool. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just this movement that it's just snappy, you know. It just wants to snap on the spot, which makes it so cool. Really nice. And here then we see a little bit of a gimbal action going on here. Which is really cool. Let's go back there a little bit because there's something else that I wanted to... This. It's a very small second of the shot, but I want to pick it up. So the one thing I need to pick up again is this one particular light. I still don't have it, but basically what it allows it to do, because it's a tube, it basically illuminates the entire body equally, which is very, very pleasant, especially if you're behind the camera. I should still pick one of these lights up because I need to pick them up, but I'm curious which ones they're using because I've never seen these brands yet. Like maybe I'm just looking in the wrong section. I'll pick it up later. But also we have gimbal action going on here. Really, really professional. This is a really heavy setup. He's not even wearing a vest, you know, like he's wearing at least, I would say 6, 7, 8 kilos in his hands. Like, you need to be muscled, you know, to carry one of these systems without a vest. Yeah, it's still light. Like, I'm not saying that it's super, super heavy, but to hold it and move it around and thinking you're holding around like what, 50,000 euro in equipment is very, very challenging. And but it's nice at the same time. It's really cool what we see here. These production houses are really cool. Actually, here we saw some behind the scenes. Let's go there. So you can see here more or less the behind the scenes. Here you can see that everything is a blue screen room. You can even see some markings here on the wall to basically show for references, you know, in case they want a 3D track or anything like that. We also have the crane system here. We have a lot of LED panels, big LED panels, if I may say so, pointing at the small studio segment here, the small dome, if I can just say it. It's very nice what we see here all. And you can also just see how many monitors are everywhere. You want people to see what's happening. You can see that this guy is most likely the director, and or the director is going to sit here because normally he always has the biggest monitor. But it's really, really beautiful what we see here, and really nice as well. Like, I really love seeing these type of behind the scenes. It just excites me, you know, to be back there one day again and see what's possible.
네, 여기는 하나의 첫 번째 군무 세트였고요.
I like the little diamond in his eye. Like, it looks like a tear. Like, it looks like an extension to his pupil. Very nice. Really cool.
바티칸, 신전, 약간 그런 feel.
Man, there's something about this guy. It seems as if he's like really just happy to be back here again. Like, again, if you don't know if he was blacklisted or not, you can somehow hear it in his voice. You can see that he's just happy to be where he is, and he's very just humble about it, very easygoing, very nice. Like, these are the two people that you want to work with on video. Really nice to see those muscles move as well, you know, when people are singing. Again, it's all about selling the illusion as if they're really singing in the video. This is how it is supposed to be done, not just mimicking it. Do it as if you were on a live stage. Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Were they really just using an iPhone as a mirror? Like, it's possible, you know, like, I think a mirror is cheaper, but then again, maybe he's also making videos or photos and they're doing something with it. But it could also just be using it as a mirror. A lot of people tend to use their phones as a mirror.
눈물점인가? 아무튼 약간의 반짝반짝 거리는 보석을 하나 박았습니다.
Maybe it could be a real market actually to use or make a phone case that has a mirror built in, you know, that is protected, a very thin one. Could be something, you know, for professionals like this, just that they have a mirror with them all the time, because if makeup is important, that could be a really cool segment. Again, we see the two tubes here. Let's see what the camera, I mean, I can't see it, but you can see more or less the expensive equipment, you know, that is on this camera. You can see that they're focusing all manually. You can see that the motors are moving. I don't know if you picked it up. Doesn't even matter. I can see it. It's amazing. It's impressive, meaning that there is someone behind the camera focus pulling as well. Really, really cool. We have two tubes here. Again, it's all about lighting them up nice and equally, getting rid of some of those shadows, because you don't want that one side to be very white. You don't want the other side to be completely black, and that light basically helps with it. Again, those tubes are not very bright, but it's again just to help to get some of those shadows away. I did the same basically. I have this light that is not super, super bright. This one is a little bit brighter, but it's just to get a bit of a contrast going on there, which my goal was. Wait, is he standing on a box? He's literally standing on a box. Maybe just to elevate him a little bit for the scene. Cool. I mean, I love it. You know, these small things are cool to pick up. Like, who would have thought that he would be standing on a box here? Like, why would he even be there? But it really does make a difference. You know, sometimes being 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters higher than normal really just allows you to feel as if you're much bigger within the scene as well. So, really nice. Nice to see it. Oh, look at the dog! Yeah. That's a cute fucking dog, isn't it? Reminds me of my dog. Like, we had literally 5 chihuahuas in the house, like all black and white ones, and it looks more or less like the dogs that we have. They're so cute. So cute. Hold up. Maybe I'm just gonna get the dog, okay? Give me 1 second, okay? So guys, I want to show my little special guest for today. This is Scotty. I don't know, he's a little bit younger, that dog. You know, this dog is literally 14 years old. Beautiful dog. And he likes K-pop, you know? Like sometimes he sees me dance to it, no? I think he wants to go outside, so I'm gonna let him go outside again. But alrighty, let's just continue with the video. But that's a really cute dog.
여기는 제가 촬영하는 또 두 번째 장소.
Again, you can see the real clear differences here in the heat temperatures, you know, in the color grading and not the heat temp, whatever I just said, just ignore it. I'm really just talking about the color palettes. You have those nice warm colors on the windows and those cold colors in the walls. It's more or less what we saw as well with the previous scene, but it's nice that you're consistent with the colors. And you can see that they are really, really consistent here. Really nice.
이곳은 아름다운 블루 저택이고요. 이 홀을 지나서 저 문 끝에는
Again, here it's actually very nice to see what's happening. Here you can see, remember at the last scene, he's basically walking out of something. You can see that was green screen, but you can also see that they're using these crosses here as a reference point for the 3D tracking in the world that he's about to walk into. Very nice. But you can see how tight it is as well. It's not like as if he can walk. He only has to pretend as if he's going through the door.
차원 dimension
Dimension. That was it. That's a good word, actually. Dimension. I still thought the element with the CGI rose was not so cool. Again, why did they not just make it like this? You know, keep it with a real rose. The fakeness wasn't really that prominent, if I can say so. It just didn't really work for me, and this is so much nicer. They should have just kept it like this, instead of thinking too much. Aww, he actually brought his dog with though. That's so cute.
좀 더 세게 할게요.
Really, really cute.
이번에 이제 콘서트
Man, look at how the cameraman is operating. Like, can we give people like this just credit? Look how simple he's just holding everything. He's just, oh wait, he's actually wearing a vest here, as you can see. Let me have a little look.
이번에 이제
So with this part, you can actually see that he's wearing a vest. You can see that the cable is holding the entire system. Again, I would do it as well if I had such an expensive system. It's just a very nice safety feature that in case you let go in your hands or something and it doesn't fall down immediately, you know, unless you fall down, the entire system falls down. But it also just takes all the weight from the arms and puts it on the back, you know, one of the strongest parts of the body, which is nice.
명도 디멘션이고 앨범 명도 디멘션이잖아요.
Isn't Dimension also his tour, if not mistaken? Or his live show?
이제 약간 블랙홀 화이트.
I think he wants to get a tattoo here. Again, I can't understand him because there are just no subtitles, but it would be cool if he actually got like a massive tattoo with Dimension. It would be a bit random, but...
차원을 지금 이미지한 옷이 아닐까 생각합니다.
Really cool. I want to give a tip for this particular video. If you're thinking about you want to mimic a music video and you want to have a location like this that looks very noble and you're looking for a solution, so you cannot go into studio. It's just too expensive, you know, to make it from scratch. Again, I can only give it as a tip, but try to look for some nice old hotels. There might be a little bit prestigious hotels where everything is very perfect, and just ask them like, hey, can we borrow a room? Can we maybe film into a hallway for a couple of minutes or hours, depending on how you want to do it. But in most cases, these setups are already there. Like, again, a lot of these ideas come from places that already existed, a little bit modified to their own taste, of course, because they have the capabilities. But if you want to go and film somewhere, look for those kind of locations. Look for like old hotels, look for places that fit your need, you know, because they do exist. And yeah, in most cases you might have to pay for it, but you might also just say, hey, it could be a cool promotion for your hotel as well, you know, to be in this video. But normally they do want money, and it's just something that I do want to explain to you guys. Now, not everything costs super much. Like a setup like this, very expensive, but a hotel, much more cost effective, and you don't have to set up anything. You know, it's already there, and you can just go away and shoot your video right there. Really nice.
너무 이거 찰나는데. 이 춤. 이게 가면입니다. 중지와 약지 사이에 이렇게 눈 사이에 두고 이렇게 두 번 바운스를 주는 게 있는데요.
I really wish I could understand what he's saying, but I just can't. No idea what he's saying.
가면 춤이기 때문에 이거를 밑에서 올리면 안 되고요. 위에서 약간 헬멧 딱 쓰듯이 타.
Look at those camera movements. Like, we have to give these guys more and more credit. Like, just have a look how look how he's swinging it, okay? He's going boom, 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 and then he's gonna move it to the left. Boom, 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 boom. The camera is gonna move accordingly, of course, and then he's gonna control it again and then go more into the face. How cool is that, just, you know? It's all about timing. It's all about movement. You have to feel the music, you know, to really be a good videographer, especially if you shoot videos like this. If you don't feel music, you don't feel like what you want to do. You don't want to feel, you know, what's going to happen next. But this is the perfect way to do it. You know, this is how you should do it. Feel what's happening. Look at that. There is no one that is going to tell him how to move the camera. The only thing that the videographer is going to do is like, I'm going to do my mindset. Of course, I'm going to listen to the director a little bit to see what kind of flow he wants. But once you're there filming from left to right, swinging the gimbal with the camera from left to right, you really you need to follow your own ideas. There is no one that's going to tell you have to move it to that angle and then back again. That doesn't exist. This is really cool to see. And this is a very good example. You don't see this too often in many behind the scenes. I really need to get one of those tube lights, like literally. I might actually pick one up actually for my next project. I mean, like I said, they do exist. I need to see just how they function because I want something that's wireless and that is also with an integrated battery. I don't want to charge it mid-shoot. That's really annoying, or have it cabled. That's even more annoying. But if I can have it somehow, really, I'm just saying somehow connected, somehow, again, it's all just about, you know, you have the equipment. Well, what do you do with it next? But it would be really cool to have to my assortment. Really nice shot this. I love that it's also just a spotlight with a camera. This is a very challenging shot because everything is black. But normally what you do is you make him very, very bright while you're keeping the background as black as possible, and you turn down the ISO as much as possible so that you don't get any grain. You won't want to have any type of items in the background that might pick up some light, because that's just going to be 100% grain, going to destroy the shot. But this is nice. You can just see how big these screen rooms are. Oh man, I love this. So this is that fake world, no? That dimension, as if he's talking about. But this swing with the arms, man, that is next level. Really like it. Really cool choreography. Really cool. And you can also just see how big these rooms are and how big these green screen rooms are. And they have to be, you know, if you want to really pick up from many, many angles without any interference, you need a big room so that the camera can pick up every blue spot possible from every angle possible. And that's why they are so big. They're quite expensive to rent out, but also, it's just a lot of technology needed, you know, to make it a 3D world as good as possible. It's very expensive to do. And also just to point out here, I think maybe some of you guys will be interested. You can literally see that for this blue screen, okay? I'm used to saying green screen because I'm using one, but for this blue screen, you can just see on the top how many lights they're actually using to light up just the blue screen. You always want to make sure that the lighting is only specified for the blue, because you want to make sure that it is blue during the entire productions. You want no shadows, you want none of that, because it's just going to destroy the green screen. And like this, what we see here, they have lights for the people, they have lights for what they're filming, and they have lights dedicated only to the background. It's very important to do that, or else the green screen or blue screen will not work. I really hope to see more of KIMJUNSU. Like, I think it's going to be a very nice experience to see him. I don't know how old he is specifically, but 30, 35 or so. He really looks as if he's enjoying what he's doing, which is just beautiful to look at.
준비한 앨범이니까요. 많은 관심과 사랑 부탁드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Zamida. You can really just see that he is going all out. I mean, guys, you know, it's something that I like about the K-pop world. It's that every time I look for new artists, I tend to just stumble either across people that are famous or people that are not famous. But you can also see that there are people out there or artists that really have a fan base, even though they went through a lot of crap. And you can see with this particular singer, he went through a lot of crap, but his fan base is still very strong to him, which I think is beautiful. When I read some of the comments on when we reviewed HANA, I thought it was really nice to see a lot of you guys mentioning his past, see where he went through, and it's very nice to see what kind of person he actually is. And especially looking at the behind the scenes, you can just see how warm-hearted he is. Like, again, why is he again blacklisted? I have no clue, but I would love to know more about that as well. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching, and like always, if you did enjoy the video, then please make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. And if you have any other suggestions on what you want me to look at next, you know, whether it is from KIMJUNSU or not, I would really be appreciative if you can just share this with me, because again, I want this to be a community rather than just me talking about the things I want to talk about. And of course that is part of it, but at the same time, I would prefer to just let everyone, all the different types of fan bases, come together and discuss certain groups without hate, without being prejudgeful. It would just be very nice, you know, to get this going, and it actually is already going on Discord. So again, all the links are down below on how to be communicative within our community. All the links are there. Just make sure you click it, be there, and I would love to see you there as well. And look, I am there, so it's a great way to talk with you guys there as well. And of course, guys, I'm gonna leave the video open for a couple of minutes. Maybe you guys have something to say, maybe you don't have anything to say, that's totally fine. But for now, I just want to say thank you very much for being here. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video. Guys, stay healthy, stay smart, and I'll see you then. Mwah.